As one person grows more deeply to love and to understand another, there comes a time to make a firm and continuing commitment and to welcome family and friends into the celebration of their love. Marriage is a commitment which the religious institution may bless and the state may legal, but it is first created and maintained in the minds and the hearts of individual persons. It is a union created by love, secured by trust, sustained by courage, renewed by hope, and nourished by a strong personal faith. You were all given a stone as you entered the site in your bandana, in case you haven't looked in there. If you'd like to open your bandana, unwrap it and take out that stone and hold it in your hand as you listen to the words and the music and the readings of this ceremony. And when you feel so inclined during the ceremony, please infuse your stone with your best wishes, your blessings, your intentions, your memories, your marital wisdom, funny stories into that stone so that they may have them to enjoy forever. And then as the ceremony ends, after the ceremony, if you'll come forward and put the stones in the bowl up here, then they will be able to enjoy them forever. Always, there is the creation and merging of families, the support of friends, and the need for love as it grows. Love is a relationship not of two, but of three or more, because two cannot love alone. Even as it looks inward, love must also look beyond. It is social in nature, directed toward family and community as well as individuals. And from this perspective, to love is to be faithful. For what is God but the power which calls us into mutual relationships of healing and wholeness, into the recognition that our own being and significance is intimately tied to the recognition of others. As part of the family nature of God's creation, we recognize Sienna, Juliet, and Liam, and the significant roles that they play in this marriage today celebrated. These children and parents from the Fanon, Green, and Cardinal families each possess a single flower that when joined together will create a beautiful bouquet. So I invite you, parents, to come forward now and place your flower in the vase on the table. In marriage, you commit to nurturing the growth of both yourself and your partner. In doing so, you need the support of family and friends. That's why we have a wedding ceremony. The three families join together with friends to witness the fact that you have come together to live as a couple. Supported by these elements, this couple will be solid like a tree. To be strong, a tree sends more than one root deep into the soil. If a tree has only one root, it may be blown over by the wind. The life of this couple also needs to be supported by many strong roots: families, friends, ideals, community with the earth. And happiness is not an individual matter. Kathy and Dave, I encourage you to practice smiling at least once a day. Not for yourself alone, but for your partner also. I encourage you to practice living deeply in each moment, not just for your partner, but for you also. Each step and each smile has an effect on both your relationship with each other and your relationship with those around you. For your happiness affects the happiness of many other people. If you practice these vows that you are about to make during your wedding ceremony, your marriage and your community of family and friends will grow stronger. Let us pray. God of light, who gives us the longing for love and the capability of loving, we give you thanks for Kathy and Dave, for their open hearts and willing spirits, and for the example of love that they embody here today in our presence. Be with them on this joyous occasion of showing their love and sharing their vows, and be with us as their witnesses, that we may all be changed by what is said and witnessed here today. Now I have questions for both of you, which I'm sure you've thought of prior to this day, and I'll ask you together, and you can respond together. Kathy and Dave, do you come before this gathering of family and friends to proclaim your love and devotion to each other? Do you promise to affirm, respect, and care for each other during times of joy as well as times of hardship? Do you commit yourself to share your feelings with each other, all of your feelings, those of happiness and sadness? And do you pledge to remain faithful to each other?
I do. We do.
And now they're going to share their marriage vows with each other.
Kathy, Kathy, wherever you go, I will go.
Whatever you face, I will face.
Whatever you face, I will face.
Time will pass, trials may come.
Times will pass, trials may come.
No matter what we may encounter together.
No matter what we may encounter together,
I vow to make my home in your heart.
I vow to make my home in your heart
From this day forward.
from this day forward.
Dave, wherever you go, I will go.
Dave, wherever you go, I will go.
Whatever you face, I will face.
Whatever you face, I will face.
Times will pass, trials may come.
Times will pass, trials may come.
No matter what we may encounter together.
No matter what we may encounter together,
I vow to make my home in your heart.
I vow to make my home in your heart. From this day forward.
No apologies necessary on a joyous day, emotional. Now we have a musical selection in My Life. From the earliest of times, the circle has been a symbol of completeness, a symbol of committed love. An unbroken and never-ending circle symbolizes a commitment that is also never-ending. So I'd like to remind you to, every time you twirl these symbols around your fingers, every time you admire them with each other, every time you show them off to your family, your friends, your colleagues, every time you clean them or get them caught on furniture or clothing, be reminded of the commitment that you have made here today to love one another forever. So now, as you can,
Go first. You'll take that ring, place it on Kathy's finger, and repeat. I, Dave, give this ring to you, Kathy.
I, Dave, give this ring to you, Kathy,
And by this act declare,
and by this act declare,
in the presence of these witnesses,
in the presence of these witnesses,
that I choose you to be my beloved.
that I choose you to be my beloved wife.
Okay. Ready for your design?
Dave, I give you this ring,
and by this act declare,
in the presence of these witnesses, that I choose you to be my beloved husband.
I congratulate you on the journey of your lives, also on the courage and the strength it has taken for each of you to make your way to this place today. I joyously pronounce you now husband and wife. Please share your first married kiss.
No! You stepped on me.
Right over here. Dave, he's a videographer. Look at her. That's okay. Ryan, you're distracting.
I thought he was the
everyone.
portrait guy. Yes.
Hours. We don't know what happened to her thing.
Where to get the basket?
Juliet, there we go.
And then you're just gonna go
Sorry.
on the window there. There you go. Perfect. No, I thought that right as you said it, I thought, oh, I see. All right, you guys, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Stop the program.
Another one right here. Looking right here. Excellent. Hang on. All right.
Now this everybody.
Now it's just with everybody. Okay.
No. Daniel. I think those are going to be for big people.
I'm sitting on the front. All right, here we go. Oh, it's beautiful. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Everyone looking right here, sweetie. Good job.
Michael, look up.
And a couple more right here. Oh, very good.
Yeah, you can follow Sam.
Go down, Con. What are you doing? Stand up tall. Be proud of your
Hi,
height.
Uncle Billy.
Beautiful.
And now we're doing now we're doing the fawn.
Okay.
Okay, so the greens are all done. I think the greens are done.
Go home now.
So we're gonna start. Oh, totally.
Deanna, Juliet, and Liam, it just said.
Am I running
We're gonna have fun tonight like we never had fun before. 'Cause when we're together, we're as happy as can be. 'Cause we're all members of the Fauna family. Fun, 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 fun.
Okay, now smile. That is just too cute. All right, now everyone hug someone or pinch someone. Have a good time. Have fun.
Hey! Hey, get the street dude. Somebody's give me the devil ears.
Get the horns off me.
Yeah, give her the devil.
Everybody gets devil ears.
All right, we're good.
We're dismissed.
I don't like pictures.
What are you talking about? Oh, don't touch the lens. That would cost a lot of money. Here, look, I'll show you. Yeah, you gotta say something. You gotta say something.
I don't like pictures.
What do you like?
Candy?
Is this a happy day? Want to say something nice to someone?
Can I have $1?
Oh wait, are you recording? I didn't even know. I thought it was like another camera. Liam's gonna be the entire video of the wedding video.
Moving on. Say that one again. I guess this is as good as where you get to do it. Moving on in. The Greens and the Corners, the Cardinals came to me and asked me, well, she told me I have to introduce the special couple tonight. And then it kind of moved from just introducing them to being the master of ceremonies. And she gave me instructions. Actually, she didn't even give me instructions. She sent them to my wife of all the things that I have to do throughout the night. So I brought it here. I just want to make sure I cover everything. But as I typically do with Kathy, I kind of listen to her and then I just, you know. Because we are here to celebrate two very, very special people. And if I could have Mr. and Mrs. Cardinal and Mr. and Mrs. Green stand up. If you look at the accomplishments in life, I don't think there's a greater accomplishment of how you raise your children. And Mr. and Mrs. Cardinal and Mr. and Mrs. Green, you have two of the most outstanding people that I am fortunate to have in my family now. Kathy, as we all know, makes us all feel welcome as soon as she meets us. And then she tells us what to do. But I love her like a sister. And Dave, there is not a more comfortable, patient individual to be around. He is just, he's a joy to now have in our collective families. And we wish them, Kathy and Dave, just happiness and love and such a bright future. So if we could all get on our feet, and let me introduce to you, for the first time in public, Mr. and Mrs. Dave Green. But we have a really big show for you tonight. We have some show tunes, the music of Arthur Leland, and your only responsibility tonight is to have a great time.
And get on that bus.
And get on that bus by what time, Kathy?
11:30.
By 11:30 tonight. So let's all enjoy ourselves tonight and celebrate the joining of two very, very special people.